going to build off learning what brush tools can do by also adding layers to our digital drawing. So this assignment, you are going to be creating a top view of a hamburger or a cheeseburger or a chicken patty, whatever you want to call it, that has lots of different toppings on it, plus the top bun and some sort of interesting background behind it. So if you look at your printed directions, what you're going to be doing to start out with is you're going to go File, New. Then we're going to be putting in specific numbers this time for the dimensions of our assignment. So the first thing that you want to do is type your last name and then hamburger. If this says inches, you need to make sure you're on pixels first. Your width is going to be 800, your height 500, and your resolution 300. This is not typed on your directions, but you need to change background to transparent, and then you're going to click Create. All right. Now, when I see gray and white checkers in Photoshop, that means there's nothing there. It is see-through. When I have a white background, it's literally going to show white, but we want to start out with a see-through background. So, to begin with, we're going to learn how to build layers for this assignment. And the benefit of having layers is that I can turn off one layer at a time, and I can see what is on each and every layer individually, which also then lets me edit each layer individually. I can also turn them back on. So in the layer window, tool number 18 is your eye view. So I'm going to move this layer box out. I can pull that down. Okay, if you don't see tool number 17, which is your layers, you need to go add those up at the very, very top of your screen. Click Windows and then Layer, and this box appears. So you can see this student worked with all these individual layers, and I can see literally what they put on every layer. Then you'll notice that each layer is labeled with a title to help us figure out what's on that particular layer. So the grading rubric at the bottom says you need at least 8 layers total. Your layers have to be titled by name. And then you are going to be demonstrating a variety of effects and brushes and colors. And your goal is to try and create something that looks a little more realistic this time, whereas your first assignment was just abstract. So to begin with, you are going to start out by putting your mouse on top of where it might say background here. Your finger is going to go right on top where it might say background. Mine just is layer 1. But you're going to title that bottom bun and push enter. If your mouse is not directly on top of the letters and you double click, you're going to get this window. Just click cancel, put your mouse right on the letters, and it should let you edit it. So you're going to start out with choosing, like the directions say, click tool 13 and choose a color that looks like a bun. So I want to go to the orange section, and when I'm in the orange section, this is where I'm going to find colors that look like tans or browns. And then I'm going to do this by selecting my brush tool. And then I want to double check that when I'm on my brush tool, I'm going to click up on my brush options. I want to make sure the hardness level is set all the way to 100% so I get a solid circle. Now, I want to look at the brackets 2 spots over from the letter P. I want to grow my dot size so that it's going to fill the screen, but I'm going to also click off to the side. Now, if it's not completely solid, just click one more time and it will go solid. Okay, now we are on step number, the end of step number 3, which says to now stop and save. So File, Save As. Always click on your computer, scroll over, click this PC, scroll down, open up your G drive, open up your art folder, and click Save. Then you want to make sure you're saving often so you don't lose your work if Photoshop crashes. Okay, now on step number 4 on your directions, it says to create a new layer. Look at your cheat sheet. This version of Photoshop looks a little bit different than what's printed on your worksheet, but tool number 20 says add a new layer. This version shows a square with a plus sign. I'm going to click that and I'm going to get a new layer. I'm going to put my finger right on top of it and I'm going to title that lettuce and push enter. Then the directions say go choose a green color to look like lettuce, and you're going to shrink your dot size down and you're going to draw what looks like leafy lettuce. Now remember, you need to be able to see each portion of your design on your finished assignment. So some of these items need to go off the edge of the bun so you can actually see it. You can just stay on your brush tool and just fill this whole thing in if you want. You can make your brush bigger so it fills in more at one time. Or you can switch to your paint bucket. Click and hold down. The paint bucket tool is hiding behind tool number 9 and click paint bucket. I can click inside 1 time, 2 times, and it's going to fill the whole thing. Now, I want to start to add texture to make this look a little more realistic. So maybe my lettuce is going to get some details. I switch to my brush tool, shrink my brush. And now I might draw in some texture lines that start to create the lettuce. Okay, this is not on your directions, but I'm going to show you this anyway. Tool number 19 is the FX tool. It's a special effect. If I click that button, it's an experiment to see what's going to happen to the image. If this box covers my whole image, click and slide it off to the side. So I can play with any of these levers and slide them and watch what it's going to do to the image. If I don't like the look of it, I can uncheck what I tried and go click on another one. You can play with any button on any layer over here to see what's going to happen. If you like it, click OK. So that one's done. So now I'm going to go and add another layer. So click Tool 20. Now I'm going to add my patty. And I want to go choose a brown color that's like the color of my hamburger patty. I'm going to grow my brush tool. And I'm going to click to make my hamburger patty. Now, that's see-through, so I'm just going to click again. It's going to go a little more solid. Again, I want to think about adding details. So now maybe I'm going to add some grill marks to mine. But maybe I want to make my line fuzzy, so it's not quite as crisp. Okay. I can play around with the effects and see what happens. Move this to the side, where I might add some special effects to that and click OK. Now, step number 7 says create a new layer and title that tomato. I'm going to go pick a tomato color. Maybe mine has more than one tomato on it. So maybe I click here for a tomato, but now I want to do Control-Z, undo that. I forgot I'm going to adjust my hardness. Now it's a solid. Maybe mine has 2 tomatoes on it. Okay, so now I'm going to pick a lighter color to draw some details in the middle of my tomato, like it looks like a slice of a tomato. And then I can play around with the blur tool or the smudge tool. And it might help to zoom in. So I could use my navigator to zoom in closer, or I can click Control+ to zoom in closer. And the directions say, click tool number 9. So you might try the blur tool, which is the teardrop, where you kind of click on the edge, and it's going to start to blur the edges away. Or you might try the smudge tool and see what happens if you make it smudgy. And I might do this to both of my tomato options. But I'm going to move on and just show you what the next step would be after that. Then step number 11 says you're going to continue to add at least 7 more layers to your assignment. So here's an example of all the other layers. Think about onions, cheese, ketchup, mustard, bacon. I mean, you can put anything on there that you want to. Once you get up to 7 layers, then you're going to add another layer to make that the top bun. And you might want to copy the same color from the bottom bun. So tool number 6 is your eyedropper tool. If you click the eyedropper and click the bun, it's going to copy that same color at tool 13. I can go back to my brush tool. I'm going to make my brush tool bigger. And I want to draw my bun like it's kind of off to the side, like it's fallen off, or I've moved it to see all the layers. Then I would encourage you to add details to your bun, like maybe your bun is grilled, or maybe you've got some seeds on top of your bun. Then you can always go to your effects and add a special effect to that. And then the last thing that you're going to do is put a background behind it that shows effort and creativity with the design process back behind. So I'm going to add another layer. I'm going to title this background. In Photoshop, when you look at your layer window, whatever layer is at the very bottom, that's the background. It's going to go behind everything else. So options I could play around with. I could pick 2 different colors. So maybe I want purple. And then I'm going to pick tool 14, my background color, and maybe that one is going to be yellow. I can play with my gradient tool. Click and hold tool 9, choose gradient. I can click and drag and let go, and it's going to blend between the colors. Now, yellow is not a good option because the bun disappears. So maybe I'm going to go to a blue color. And now click and drag. Now it stands out a little more. Then I can also go back to my brush tools, and I can play around with any of the brushes that I used previously. And I could play around with adding texture or designs. If you notice, I'm drawing right over the burger, but it's not covering up because it's behind it on its own layer. The other thing you need to check is, can I see evidence of every single layer? If I can't see something, like for example, if you need to readjust something, click the layer, click your move tool, then click and drag, and it's going to let you move these pieces to rearrange them so I can see evidence of all the individual layers, which is a part of your grading rubric. So when you have this all finished, you are going to save it to your G drive, and then you're going to go to Schoology. You're going to go to your Photoshop folder, open up Hamburger. There's a turn-in assignment where you're going to link your finished assignment. Early finishers, you then are going to apply the same skills to a second item of your choice. It's a food item that you can see from the top down. So here's an example of a student who worked on a sushi bowl. Here's an example of a student that layered up pizza. And then there's an extra credit folder in Schoology that when you finish this, it has at least 8 layers and an interesting background. You're going to save this to the extra credit folder, and that is our second assignment.